that did come from Licorice and Shifter, that was much more about the fact that they were so close to getting kills time and time again that their opponents just had to base and kind of lost their turret right there. This should be an interesting one. Nico is taken away. Zyra is actually what Alex El Capo played yesterday, so that is still available if he wants to go back to it.
All right, so let's take a look at what the 2v2s were. Alex El Capo was Zyra Nico yesterday. They got the double kill with a very nice duo. And Captain Faker, Captain Jack and Faker, they ran that Lucian Alistair. Will Faker do it again against Caps and Alexel Capo? That's the question I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. I mean, right now he's hovering the Xerath. Xerath, Varus, double Comet seems like it would be really, really good. We've seen it kind of develop out that most people are just going for the flat AD AP. As far as the stat runes, they are going Comet. Biscuit seem to be extremely strong. This would be interesting. I mean, if you go Lissandra, you're looking for the all-in at 6, really.
Yep.
And that's going to be the option. I'm surprised that they don't just go double Snowball then at that point. You could just look to Snowball in.
Well, you got single Snowball from Caps. Is this the 3000 IQ Snowball duo?
I'm not sure. I mean, so you can do some cool stuff with Snowball and Lissandra, a lot of the kind of movement style champions. So you can actually shoot out your Snowball, hit someone, start a claw backwards, take the Snowball, hit them with a spell, and then take your claw back.
Ooh, I hear an ARAM aficionado there, Zale. You've done this before.
I have. So you can definitely do some cool stuff with that. I think at level 6, the all-in's pretty nasty here from Caps and Alex El Capo.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hit a Lissandra ultimate and a root on someone, you have the Morgana binding, you have the Morgana root from the ultimate coming out of that afterwards. Like, that's so much. But at the same time, can they even close the gap on a Varus and a Xerath?
That's my concern. You know, that long-range poke, the wave pressure that's going to be applied early, going to be very, very difficult. Now, yesterday, of course, when we were casting the game, Azale, you were talking about how Caps was dishing out the orders, and he was very clearly in command. And we watched that mic check where Caps calls it, predicts it, like, I'm going to land my E on Nico, you go for your E on Zyra. He was in the minds of his opponents and his own duo. But can he do it against Captain Jack and Faker?
I don't know. I mean, it's a tall order there. Definitely some high-level competition here. Captain Jack and Faker. They're going double cleanse as well, so they're definitely anticipating the level 6 all-in. It is going to be Aftershock Lissandra, Comet on the Morgana, but likely just going to see, you know, maybe even a W start from Faker, E start from the Varus, and you can kind of just try to get those guaranteed Comet points.
Oh, good shot by Alexel. Manages to get the Dark Binding, but look, the instant reply. It's like, nope, they have an 80 carry, we don't. Do not want to continue that fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard for Lissandra to even get in range to hit a Q, right? Like, the Q from Lissandra is going to be a lot shorter range than pretty much everything that these guys can do as far as the spells go. So it's one of those games that I think becomes pretty clear what they're going to try, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of similar to what we saw of the CIS team yesterday with Diamond Frox and Flash in the Night, where they were playing Annie Brand. Yep, they're waiting for 6. They're going to try an all-in. It's going to work or it's not. That's kind of what you're looking at here.
All right, Alexel, another good Dark Binding. Decent trade, actually, onto Captain Jack. Morg, do decent enough to try to regen some of the HP back. And there's the comment that we saw a lot of popularity yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, as well as Time Warp Tonic, Biscuits. You know, they're going to be going for the poke, the regen. Credit to Alex El Capo, who has been on point with his bindings.
Yeah, very nicely done. And also, I just saw that shard from Caps, managing to tag Captain Jack just on the back end, getting the, you know, additional range after hitting the minions. One benefit, of course, is that's really going to help with some of the tower pushing. If you can time it well, I think they actually missed 2 of those minions, though. Ooh. Just as I start to touch on that. Tormented Soil comes down, and it's a little bit of damage. Azale, if you were going to put a timing window on this comp, we assume that Captain Jack and Faker should be able to win on the farm game. I think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, I think they can win on the farm game. Honestly, you could also just win off kills. Like, you could definitely still have enough poke to burst someone down, to get them really low and maybe get a finish. Their level 6 all-in is also decent, like if you can actually hit the ult. Here's the play that I was talking about. I don't know if he quick out the timing. I didn't see W actually hit.
No, I didn't think so either.
Yeah.
W's not skilled yet.
Nice
It's a level 2, so that's why it didn't hit. Caps just practicing the mechanic. He's trying to get up to level 3 so he can get that Ring of Frost.
Yep.
We were both waiting for it, and then I looked down, I'm like, oh, he hasn't got it yet. There we go.
This is actually crazy. He's hitting so many skill shots on Faker.
Yeah, nicely done.
I feel like Morgana Binding is one of the harder ones to hit, too, on a player of this level, because it's fairly slow, and Faker is pretty legendary for just dodging all the skill shots. So definitely has to feel pretty good here for Alex El Capo, being able to hit binding after binding off Faker.
Well, give the guy a little bit of credit as well. 1.5 million YouTube subscribers, Spanish content creator coming from Europe. And despite the guy only being Plat 4, he's aiming as if he would challenge all.
Yeah, he's looking good, man. I'll give you a 2 out of 10 on the rhyme, but I like the attempt.
All right, 2 out of 10. I'll take it.
Yeah.
At least I'm on the scoreboard. I'm looking at the snowball. Every time that snowball gets close to hitting, I'm just waiting to see if Caps follows it up. But it is a pretty lengthy cooldown. You can see on the summoner spell. Do you like snowball in this kind of matchup?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the only way you're really going to win as Lissandra is closing the gap, and having the flash plus snowball allows you to pretty much get wherever you want to go for that all in. Yeah. So I definitely think it is a pretty smart choice. I'm also looking, I mean, Captain Jack, he's famous for his cleanse, right? The Captain Jack cleanse, where there's almost no frame of CC, and he's playing cleanse against it. So we got to see if he's going to be able to pull it off.
He was a much younger man when he was pulling off those moves.
Is he going to pull off the quick shot cleanse, which is too early, and then you're full CC'd?
I had a different color hair. You probably had more hair. So I think it's a different era.
Okay.
But I mean, look, let's talk. 37 CS to 31. I think Alex El Capo and Caps, they're doing pretty well at the farming game. They're just pushing away for them for the time being. But look at that poke damage. I mean, it's just so difficult to play into that.
Yeah, it really is. But again, one mistake, and you could be knocking them down, especially if they can actually chain some of the CC. If you can get a Morgana binding that has to be cleansed.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. I mean, speak of the devil. I mean, if you get that cleanse, now you can look for perhaps the level 6 all-in immediately with Lissandra ult.
All right, on a scale of Captain Jack cleanse to quick shot cleanse, where did the Faker cleanse just land?
Oh, that was looking a lot more quick shot than Captain Jack.
I'll accept it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the all-in was really going to come off of that. I didn't think it was, but Faker maybe a little bit nervous that Caps would follow up on it.
Wow, look at the consumables down at the bottom of your screen. Potions of biscuits sitting on the side of
another one.
EU, they get themselves engaged. That's a flash into the root. First blood is available. One more auto. Does pick it up. Captain Jack's running for his life. Got a flash. Got a cleanse available. It's a 1-for-1. Alex El Capo for Europe needs to get 100 HP down. Will not be able to kill Captain Jack. It's a 1-for-1 trade and the game resets.
So well done there. And the Morgana is carrying Caps. I mean, this has got to feel amazing for him.
Very nice.
Just beasting on Faker. He's hit like 10 bindings.
Absolutely everything. And of course, just reminder, this is the Pro-Am 2v2 for charity. These teams have elected their respective charities, and the further you go in the bracket, the larger the donation to the charity of your choice.
And they're getting so close to this level 6, and that's going to be a no cleanse, no flash Xerath against someone with Snowball and Lissandra, who should be able to close that gap and look for the kill to close it out.
Neither of them have cleanse, so once that Lissandra ulti goes down, combine that with the Soul Shackles, and Europe could be eliminating Korea from the bracket of the 2v2. Captain Jack and Faker, the last Korean players in the 2v2 Pro-Am, but the CS is still in the lead. It is still only a 1-kill game. So any margin for error could swing either way.
Definitely could, but here's level 6, and fishing for the snowball doesn't quite get it. They need to be able to find the all-in before cleanse comes back up. That's really what they're hoping for, and snowball is like a 45-second cooldown right now, I think. So we'll see when that comes back up, if he can actually go for it, because Faker's probably going to play far enough back that you won't be able to find the all-in without the flash or snowball.
Alex El Capo is about to hit level 6, did it just on that last minion, so everyone has their ultis. Dark Binding goes wide, and the Claw of Doom was not followed by Caps.
Yeah, there will be kind of one more attempt, I think, with the snowball on Faker before his cleanse is back up.
Yeah.
So that's really the kind of window that the European team is really going to be looking for here. And we'll see if they can pull it off. Or, I mean, if you can hit another binding, you could just set it up with that. But, you want to say that's hard to do, but he's making it look easy.
All right, let's see what they can do. This is, of course, the last European duo as well in the 2v2 bracket. The only region that has more than one representation is North America.
Hey, baby.
We're on the right-hand side of the bracket. We're going to get there later. Caps goes in, goes for the ring. Ultimate's not going to be channeled because Alex El Capo was stunned with a shocking orb. He goes golden. Thanks to the hourglass, right to the arcade, comes down. Korea eliminate Europe.
Oh, so well done.
Oh, you go, buddy.
On him. Oh, my God.
Owns a team in the VCS, Azael.
Yeah, really cool. And he's going to be actually paired up with Zeros, who does play for the Feng Fu Buffalo, one of the best names you got to say in pro gaming. Pretty fun one there. So definitely two really strong teams. And NL and Maple is pretty frightening because when you're looking at, some of these pros are paired up with guys who are, Platinum, play more for fun, more for entertainment. NL is a multi-time champion. He has won the LMS alongside Maple, so certainly a pretty beastly duo there. They did play very heavy kind of poke style yesterday with Kennen and Varus. They had this strategy where Maple was playing the Kennen. He's going mostly for the poke, while NL was just kind of farming it out.
And of course, on the other side of the Rift, QTV and Zeros, they played the brand Varus. So Varus is, already taken off the Champion Select, is banned away by QTV and Zeros. Really, really animated conversations between both of these duos.
Yeah.
I like to overemphasize what these guys are talking about. As Ellen, look, Brand finds himself in the ban pool as well. So what direction do these duos go to now?
We've started to see a fair bit of Xerath. Xerath is going to get locked in, so that is certainly a possibility. Maple does have the option of going back to the Kennen if they want, and there's kind of just those two schools of thought. Are you going to try to poke it out, or are you going to try to go for the all-in? And, you can go poke versus poke. You can go for some different options, and pretty interesting stuff. Fiddle we did see once yesterday.
Yes.
I believe it lost.
I believe so too.
And Urgot is going to be the choice here for Maple. The level 6 seems terrifying. If this is going to be MF plus Xerath, the poke there certainly should be pretty heavily in their favor. But if you can actually hit a good Fiddlesticks ultimate, especially if he wants to take, a snowball or something to guarantee it, then hey, you get in on top of them, you throw down the fear, the Urgot hits his ultimate. Like, that is a pretty strong setup that would almost guarantee a kill against these two champs.
I'm just so terrified about surviving long enough against Misfortune Poke and Xerath Poke. You've got so many things to worry about, from the Eye of Destruction, the Rites of the Arcane, the Arcano Pulse Q from Xerath, then add the double up as well. Like, you need to get in close range with Urgot and Fiddle, and you got to dodge so many skill shots to be effective in that space.
Yeah, it does get tough, but, if there's anyone to do it, NL and Maple certainly have a good shot, and Fiddle can kind of retaliate with the poke. If they want to play for the poke war, you can go for the Emax on Fiddle and try to kind of harass with that, but as you say, I think MF has the easiest kind of Comet to hit in the whole game.
Yes.
You go make it rain, you drop the E on them, the slow guarantees the Comet. That is very, very simple. Alongside, you can even just start W on the Xerath if you want to kind of, again, that guarantees your Comet as well with the slow on that. So some definitely pretty easy to hit and guarantee poke.
And of course, the duo that wins this 2v2 goes on to face Captain Jack and Faker in the semi-finals of the Pro-Am 2v2 charity tournament. I quickly just mentioned, at least one of the charities here, QTZ as a duo is called. If they manage to make it further, the larger donation will go to Reach. It's a charity that's specifically focused around support opportunities to impoverished youth in Vietnam. And of course, everybody will be, donating a minimum of $10,000 to a charity of their choice.
Yep.
You go to $100,000 if you win this 2v2.
Yep, a lot of great causes. Even getting top 2 ups it to $25K.
Correct.
So certainly pride on the line here for these guys, but also, these guys did get to select their charities, so definitely motivated to give as much over to those great causes as they can.
Yeah, really, really impactful. And it's really fun to see a nice, charity event here at All-Star as well. Over and above the ego and the bragging rights and the individual stories.
You can have it all. You can still have ego and bragging rights in 2v2.
And you can have a charitable donation. That's exactly what I want to see. All right, Maple and NL. I like the concept of this Fiddle and Urgot once they get to 6, but until then, I really want to see what Zeros and QTV can do. I feel like if Zeros and QTV can land some poke, they should be able to control the tempo of this early laning phase.
Yeah, and it also kind of becomes this question of, what do you go for? Do you go for push or do you go for poke, right? As Xerath, you aim your skill shot towards the champion, towards the minions, because players are not going to stand on the minions and let you hit both.
Yeah.
And for now, it seems like the LMS option is, we got to wait to 6, so we aren't going to contest the poke as much. They have Urgot just hard shoving, trying his best to push it in here, and they've kind of swapped roles because it's NL this time looking for the harass, where last time it was Maple playing that role.
And this time around, Maple and NL, they get that early level 2. So Zeros and QTV, they respect it, instantly back away. Zeros is going to get caught out by that Dark Wind, and Arcano Pulse starts to get channeled up. Pretty even on CS, 10-9. The small advantage to the LMS for now.
It also, you know, it's pretty hard to actually poke out an Urgot with the W shield. Plus, he started Corrupting Potion with Time Warp Tonic, so that's going to make you heal more. Plus, he has Biscuits, you know, the shield absorb. There's quite a lot there. Fiddle is fairly squishy, but if they can create space, Fiddle can actually use the life drain.
Oh, take a look at the engage here, trying to chase him down. NL is low. Forced to use Summon a heal, but I'm looking, it's defensive summoners on the side of Vietnam with heal and cleanse to back up the flash.
Yeah, and critically, he had to pull his heal, but he stole the health pack there. So now they got both health packs. He's, you know, at a pretty decent mark as far as that's concerned. Zeros is really low, so if he actually gets caught by another Fiddle bounce here, he's going to have to probably go back to base.
Shocking Orb comes down, Eye of Destruction, channel on the Q, look at the fear. NL escapes with his life. The health pack steal is what keeps NL alive. That's the difference maker.
Yeah, exactly, and so far, pretty darn even. It is actually the LMS way ahead in the farm department, though. You know, last Corruption Potion kind of chugged there from Maple, so he's probably going to go back to base, refill that up. They're off to a pretty darn good start because he's going to come back with 3 more charges, plus he has a Biscuit ready now. He's going to buy up, and things are looking pretty good for the LMS side. They're not really falling prey to that poke just yet.
No, none whatsoever. And this sets them up incredibly well for that all-in. When you add all of the CC in the kit of Fiddlesticks and Urgot, if QTV and Zeros are flashless, then they're in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
If they close the gap.
It's definitely pretty terrifying because, you know, you can use one CC to kind of hit confirm the next, right?
Yeah.
So if you do get that Fiddle Fear, you fling them in, you can hit the ultimate, so on and so forth. There, you know, is a pretty good combo there.
Yeah, look at the damage though. When Zeros gets a good double up onto NL, chunks him down 50% of his hit points. So you can see again what the strengths of each comp wants to do. Q comes out, there's the Comet again, and all of a sudden, Vietnam are doing pretty well. Fear, insta-cleanse, Zeros, that was a little eager. I'm not sure if the engagement...
Oh, and they go!
Disdain from Maple, there goes the shotgun knees. QTV escapes with his life, Summoner heal's been used, traded for the Ignite.
Yeah, but I still think you'll probably take that trade. It's both the defensive summoners down now, the heal and the cleanse. 2 flashes are available. But, you know, as this LMS team gets towards level 6, I think as long as you hit the Urgot ult, you should have enough damage to actually burst them down with 20% to be able to get that reactivation. And, you know, especially if Zeros is getting this low, there's no potions on either side here for the Vietnamese team.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. 4.5 minutes in, 43 CS to 38. Reminder, 100 CS, 2 kills at the tower. Zeros stepping forward, gets the hits on the Comet. Make It Rain's doing a lot of work, and it's so difficult. Just as I start to think one duo has an advantage and has the lead, it bounces in control, and you really, really cannot predict the outcome of a game by the opening trade.
Oh,
that's
and they go!
That's a fear! Shocking Orb comes out, Zeros flashes for his life, and that Summoner spell's used. Hex Flash sitting on the side of Zeros, though.
Yeah, he does have the Hex Flash available. The trade of flashes there, that's a hard one to know if it's really worthwhile because having the flash after you ult out of the bush gives you so much distance you can basically get to anyone on the map. So we'll see if that does end up being worthwhile. It may now be down more to Maple to find the engage. You can actually E-flash on Urgot. You don't have to flash then E to kind of cancel some of the animation. So if he could catch the Misfortune into a Fiddle in that sort of combo, they definitely have the potential for a 400-0 type change.
I tell you what, it's going to be a dramatic end.
Yeah.
If what wins you the game is a E-Flash Urgot into, you know, Crow Storm and Fear
Show
Beyond
me those
Death.
mechanics, baby.
Oh yes, that's what I want to see. Zeros is going to escape with his life. The strut speed from MF really helping out there. I thought Fiddlestick may have had, you know, the jump on him, but Zeros was able to escape. Level 6 is going to be coming up. Between 6 and 7 minutes is around about the average level 6 time from what we learned yesterday on 8-2v2.
Yeah, you did see a lot of poke taking there by NL, though. They're getting to this position where they're almost 6. Here comes a bullet time.
Not enough to kill. Right to the Arcane. First shot misses. Second shot misses. NL is going to dodge all 3.
Nice dodges.
Got those blue suede shoes on and no ultimate.
go!
There's the Disdain flash. Zeros is caught out. He is chunked down and he is drained to death. Very nicely done. NL and Maple get the kill.
Yeah, that's the combo he was looking for. That looked like it might have been a flash E, but either way, that is that Urgot engage. They know there's no flash on MF, and they're going for the dive.
They are indeed. Fear Beyond Death has flashed away from the
activate.
The stun comes
He can
down.
get both.
Can QTV get the second? It's an execute. The execute and the kill. That's enough to make it count.
Oh my god, the 1v2 outplay play. These guys are challenger players currently, so
And-
gives you a strong duo.
And you're talking about Void Boy, the quarterfinalist in
Yep.
the Tyler 1 Championship Series.
Oh,
you know,
very,
like
very
a lot of
yeah.
recent competitive experience. I think everybody watching our stream will know of Void Boy Double Up and Diamond Prox. If you don't know Flash of the Night, he's the most popular Russian streamer. He's a caster. For the LCL, he is a former pro. Apparently, he's a great singer as well. We saw him cheering yesterday.
Maybe he'll sing us a
emotion-
victory song if he wins.
I certainly hope so. I'll get you to ask him that.
Okay, I will.
Let's turn our attention to picks and bans. Double Boy, ban Annie, and look at Diamond Prox's response.
It's like, well, that's all I had. I guess we're done here. What else is there to do?
Xerath up, Nico up. I'm going to
Yeah.
try hard with this one, like actually trying to get in the heads.
Yeah, I mean, Xerath, Zyra, Fiddle, if you want to go the way of Poke, there's a lot of
Yeah.
champions like that. You know, you can even look for something like a Lux. Those are pretty strong. Caitlyn with Grasp, if you want to go kind of more of a tryhard.
I'm really
route.
happy we haven't seen a lot of Caitlyn.
Yeah, we've seen one or
Not
two?
many, right? Like
Two,
in the
that I can
grand
think
scheme of things.
Yeah.
Like in years gone by, Caitlyn was like the try-hard pick.
Yeah.
Fairly non-interactive type champion. You just play through the CS or tower. But I like the fact we got a lot of all-ins. I like the fact that we're going a bit strange. To round it out, Draven, Varus, Lucian.
Triple double if ban. They're disrespecting the boy. Let's see
Yeah.
if Boy can bring something out. But I mean, there are other ADs. You know, we mentioned it. Obviously, you could go to Caitlyn. You may have kind of cursed it here as the triple AD ban comes. The next AD that would be kind of logical, if you're thinking about a strong 2v2, probably would be Caitlyn. But we've also seen lots of players go to something that's like more of an off-roll champ, right? Like Licorice was playing Vel'Koz yesterday, for example.
Well, what's the counter to Nico? If you know Nico's open, you know it's a possibility. What would you run into it, right?
Play Nico into Nico.
And then what would you pair with it, right? So let's assume you got a Nico mirror,
We're going to get it.
right? Okay.
The Cassio, of course.
that's the obvious
choice. I mean, Trevor, come on.
Results-based analysis,
This is
yeah.
basics here, Trevor. He picked Cassio yesterday.
I like the idea of a Malphite. I think
Yep.
a Malphite engage. No, I'm only saying it because it's hovered on screen right now. But we got
Okay.
Cassio locked in, and we got a few seconds left before
see
the
it.
pivot. So
Ooh.
going for Poke, Nico Xerath versus more sort of all in with Nico Cassio.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see the kind of strategy again where one of the NA guys is focused on the push while the other is focused on the poke. This is certainly a heavier poke-style team from Flash in the Night compared to Double Boy over here. I do think Cassio can kind of somewhat struggle against some of the longer range mages. That could be a little bit difficult, you know, closing the gap. But if you
Yeah.
are able to do so, you certainly can output a lot of damage there. And they were able to find that all-in kill yesterday. Certainly at level 6, if you can actually get a Nico root, follow that up with the Petrifying Gaze, you have the Nico ultimate to follow that up as well. So there are some good combos there.
Yeah.
But the question is just going to be, who has the push? Can they survive to 6? Are they going to get poked out?
And I think it's important to note that Double Boy have a 100% win ratio
Ooh.
with Cassiopeia.
That's pretty
right?
good.
They won yesterday in their 2v2. And if stats
True.
has taught me anything,
Stats don't lie.
is that it's an advantage. Talking about stats, we're on the right-hand side of the bracket, and every red team won yesterday. 4 out of 4 on the right-hand side of the bracket. Double
That's
Boy
incredible.
is on the red side this game. So if stats don't lie, it's
So
in
we
their
can just go
favor.
next. They
There
already
we go.
won.
Hey, there
That's
we go.
200% win rates
There we
right
go.
there.
There we go. This is also one of 2 North American duos in the quarterfinals of
Yep.
the 2v2 Pro-Am. So let's see if they're going to keep the hopes. I mean, we could have an NA
All
versus NA
finals.
semi-final.
Oh, they're on the same side.
They're on the same side of the bracket.
Rigged.
Yeah,
It's been rigged.
It helps sometimes,
Yeah.
you know. LCS teams on one side of the bracket.
Yeah.
You get an LCS team in the
I mean,
final.
you gotta help out these other regions, you know. They're all just
Exactly.
kind of trying their best.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Trying their best and
Exactly.
having a good
Yep.
time.
Yep.
You know, because the fact that, you know, EU lost to NA, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so
And we all know that trying your best doesn't always equal good results, because I've cast with you many times before.
oh, I love casting with you, Azale. The one thing that does mess with my head, I never remember the HP of
you
Nico
were gonna say the hair.
before she goes. We've moved on past that.
Okay,
We've
okay,
moved
okay,
on.
okay.
But I never remember the HP of Nico before
Yeah.
she clones and then, you know, mimics the teammates. So, you know, WTF to Xerath and WTF to Cassios. Gonna be looking for those barbs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be slightly different play patterns here. You've got double CC on the side of Xerath. Nico, versus CC plus Miasma all in on the side of Casio
Yeah.
for North America.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if anyone can kind of juke out their opponent with the clones, because we did actually see some of that kind of happening yesterday, where I believe it was in actually one of the 1v1s where the Nico clone came out from the bush. His opponent thought he was engaging, and he kind of used the ultimate early there. So you definitely can do some pretty tricky stuff with it. I don't think you're going to confuse anyone by being like, it's Studareth, but. Using the clone is pretty important.
And I also think the clone steals the health relics as well, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
I believe I remember freaking Kobe going on about the denial of the health relics. But look at Voyboy going with some good Twin Fang damage into the face of Flash in the Night and Diamondprox. Diamondprox, by the way, he's got himself the minion dematerializer. We saw one or two of them yesterday not used particularly well.
Yeah.
So I want to keep an eye on how well that's going to get used today.
Yeah, and I think the further you get in the tournament, the more likely these guys are, kind of thinking through all the rune choices, thinking through all their selections. Because, yeah, I mean, we saw some Gathering Storm, we saw some runes that weren't really going to be utilized that much, but be interesting to see if they do try to go more just for pure push.
We'll see how it goes for now. 23 CS to 16. Casio plus Nico, better at last hitting. That shocking orb was shockingly short. Flash in the Night, not going to find his target. I'm looking at summoner spells, which I haven't done yet. Defensive, by the way, on the side of North America. Barrier and heal. I think I like that when you consider they could get poked down, and this just allows them a little bit more safety when they're looking for an all-in.
Yeah, definitely makes some sense there with the style that they're going to play. And Diamondprox is the one to actually get kind of poked out here first. And because he's not playing Biscuits, he's only the only guy without playing Biscuits. He's going to have to go back to base, going to have to reset. But one of the problems with Casio, I think, on maps like this is you are going to run out of mana. So we'll see when they elect to actually reset, and it may be right off this wave. Yeah, they're going to have Voyboy just go back, Doublelift finish off that last minion, and we'll find out the bias.
I mean, it's a really significant CS advantage. Shocking Orb manages to find a target. There's a root, but there's no follow-up. If you go for the damage onto Doublelift, then all of a sudden you lose that CS when you're down 22 to 37. It's such a different opportunity cost analysis.
It's also like when you're looking at the pros here, you have Diamondprox, who's a jungler, who's not going to be as used to farming compared to Doublelift. Like that's what marksmen do, so you would expect him to have an advantage, and that may prompt the CIS squad to look more for an all-in.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially when you do have that longer range, there is a lot of CC time that can come down from Nico, so if it can be initiated by Diamondprox, I think Flash in the Night should have the damage to close out a kill. When you add the Barbs and the Pop Blossom,
yeah,
I think there is a scary combo. But then you have to get through a Petrifying Gaze, and you have to get through Miasma, so it is a
the
challenge.
defensive summoners, as you said. And even if you went into this being like, yeah, let's go for kills. When you're up 20 CS this early, you might be thinking, ooh, I kind of just want to win.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to farm it out. So, because you can definitely put the pressure on your opponents to be the ones that have to engage, unless you just start missing a tremendous amount of that farm yourself.
Yeah. 12 CS up. Wave's going to be denied here. There's a couple CS, Voyboy and Doublelift. But they're going to be very comfortable, very happy. I mean, yesterday they played a controlled game with that Casio and Varus. They were playing into Lucian and Fiddlesticks.
Yeah. I think they got one kill, then one off CS.
Correct.
Is what happened there. So, and as you pointed out yesterday, Casio with the Twin Fangs does make last hitting pretty comfortable under the turret there. Having that additional help, and Doublelift and Voyboy looking like they're working together quite well here. With this last hitting, you can see Voyboy bought a ton of mana, the Mana Crystal, Double Doran's Ring. He's going to have the added mana from the Mana Biscuit as well. So he's looking pretty good in that regard, and probably not going to run into too many mana problems.
Yeah, very, very good start. North America looking strong. They're in the quarterfinals. They're looking to go to semis. Looking to get a closer step towards the prestigious finals in the 2v2 Pro-Am. 66.
Where they then have to go up against Quickshot and Vedius.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome, but it would end very badly for me and Vedius. It would not end well. Now, all of our practice time is going to tandem mode, which will come after the 2v2s, and we'll get some opportunity to talk about that. But look at this, good route into the orb. That's great damage onto Doublelift, but a flash away from the Pop Blossom. That will keep, it's actually Voyboy alive. Now he's going to keep chasing, running for his life. Voyboy steps back, and nobody goes down. The barrier helps out a lot.
Yeah, that is the flash down from Doublelift, the barrier down from Voyboy, though, and another root does land. So what was looking so one-sided for the NA team, Doublelift kind of face checks there, gets rooted, gets Zera stunned, just kind of the full combo and will send them packing with the wave pushing to their opponents. So since the wave is actually pushing away, this is going to deny a lot of the minions.
Yeah.
So that could help to really close up the CS gap, because look at this massive wave that's shoving in. Oh,
Ooh,
that was so close.
So close, just in that little safety zone. But the main thing, I think, Azael, is just talking about great little combination there, 3 pops on the Q. The number of skill shots that Voyboy and Doublelift have eaten with their face is risky, you know?
It is.
When you
It's a bold strategy.
So, got to be a little careful with that.
Yeah.
Simon Prox throws out the W, throws a little bit of confusion Doublelift's way, but he's low. No flash, and his heal will be up soon.
And I mean, while it is a risky strategy, it's one that a lot of folks at home, myself included, do know. You know, tanking those skill shots, always intentional, of course. Baiting them into a false sense of security.
That's it. It's setting up the next play. If they think their skill shot's going to hit. But look, 88 CS to 66. So Voyboy and Doublelift, as long as they don't get killed, they've got this game in the bag. They have to secure 12. That's just 2 and a bit waves.
Yeah.
And they should be able to finish this 11 CS. Keep your eyes on the top of the scoreboard, and you'll see, look, defensive here. Doublelift has picked up Mercury Shreds, completed them. So it's just about the CS game. Doublelift not going to find any further follow-up. 6 CS to go, Azael.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last wave here, so we got to see an all-in from the CIS team, and here they go.
All right, Pop Blossom is coming in. A little bit of stutter as the stun does land. Voyboy's in trouble, gets caught up by Right to the Arcane. He chases forward to the Twin Fangs. 2 CS left to go. Voyboy's burning down to the 100 HP. Flash forward. Eye of Destruction plus Comet comes out. CS victory for North America, and not a kill to be seen.
Yeah, not a kill to be seen. The most fake celebration there. But they are going to get the CS victory. They are going to be moved.
I mean, it's so difficult. Yun Shilo, 10 million Weibo followers. As you mentioned, Action Singer, yesterday he played the Caitlyn, and Rookie was playing the Syndra. Got a little hairy, got a little close in their 2v2, but Rookie was able to pick up a solo kill, which is why you can see the North American representatives banning Syndra throughout the game.
Yeah, and Yunshi Lo was the one who actually got the final kill, right? Yeah. You know, it was actually a Rookie solo kill for their first kill, the unassisted, which I don't think we're going to see any other unassisted kills in this tournament. So that was pretty spectacular from the LPL duo. And the strategy yesterday was very much, it was Rookie playing the Syndra, looking for poke, and then Yunshi Lo was on the Caitlyn, and he was kind of on farm duty. So we'll see if they want to mix that up. We've seen Maple and NL kind of take the reverse roles to what they did yesterday, so maybe there's going to be some mix up there. Shifter and Licorice, though, they played, and they actually got the turret. So they were the only team to win off the turret, and that was thanks to so much of their poke. They played Vel'Koz plus Heimer, they shoved in the waves, they poked out their opponents, and they just knocked down the turret.
They got the turret with a champion that has its own turrets. It was actually a Heimerdinger altered turret that helped secure the win. So I want to see if they do something fun again. I think Shipper Rice, Shifter and Licorice, they definitely had a little bit more of a looser gameplay yesterday. You know, they didn't seem to invest in either the all-in or the super poke style. They had a bit more fun with it. And I'm really hoping we get something like a kill duo. Leona Darius would be insanely fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be pretty spicy. They're going for a double snowball. Oh.
Okay, so break this down for me, Azael. Double snowball, Leona Darius into Miss Fortune Zoe.
I mean, I'm just feeling bad for Yunshi Lo. I mean, he's the celeb here coming in, trying to play with the Rookie, and you're going to be targeted. You're the misfortune, so could be really scary all in. If you do get hit by the snowball, you can certainly expect to die, and they can also even look for a snowball just to a minion that's nearby, try to hit the Zenith Blade, hit a full combo, because certainly is about the burst there. That being said, Rookie is playing Zoe. That is a nasty amount of poke, and if they're not able to find that all in, Rookie could solo have them poke down to the point where they can't even try.
And yesterday we saw the Vel'Koz using that Q to bounce it outside of Murder Bridge and get it back onto Howling Abyss. And, you know, it's going to be fairly similar with the Zoe, the Power Star. You can fire that from odd angles. Now, the real question, do Shifter and Licorice go for the easier target, the less composed professional player, or do they go for ultimate bragging rights and try to go for Rookie, the world champion, arguably the best player on the planet right now? Because if it were me, That's where I would go.
I think you just go for whoever you can hit the snowball with.
Okay, that's also probably a much more...
I mean, the thing is, it would be pretty hyped to kill Rookie, but at the same time, if the MF is there, they're probably going to take it. Because if you let the game go too long, you can easily get poked out and lose, right? And it is, you know, the two high-rated guys, it's you know, a pro plus a challenger player, right? You know, so they are kind of having the odds in their favor a little bit, I think, on the NA side. Yes, it is a world champion, but he's not paired up with a pro.
Oh, Battlestar doesn't find a target.
We'll see if they just go for it.
It would be amazing. But level one.
Oh, they both missed.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you hate to see it.
That is a North American snowball if ever I've seen one. Shifter and Licorice want to win this game to set themselves up for an all-NA semi-final.
It's a warning shot. It's a warning shot.
I like that. So I said
straight across the bow. That's just called being a good sport.
Okay, I misinterpreted it.
It's
right?
okay.
I misinterpreted.
It's okay.
Thank you for
No
keeping
problem.
me on the straight
I'm here
narrow.
to clear this up for you.
Thank you, Azael. Battlestar going forward again. Yesterday, by the way, Rookie did the same thing on Syndra. He was playing the zoning game, sat all the way forward on Syndra. He allowed Yunshi Low to farm up on that Caitlyn, and now he'll be doing on the Misfortune instead. We know he's a Tristana player, if I recall correctly, so definitely sticking to the 80 carry tropes.
Yeah, that is his favorite champ, so, you know, going more of the kind of poke route here, though, with a double Comet, and you can see Rookie's actually farming a lot of it, so they might be doing more of a shared farm. We can see using the MF, you drop the E, hit the Comet, try to poke him out, because they would really love to get this NA squad too low to look for the all-in, and one of the best ways to actually do that is to just try to poke them out while they're farming. So.
Yeah.
We'll see how well they're going to be able to farm this. Or if they're just saying, yeah, just get experience, who cares? And then we'll just try to look for an all-in kill. But, you know, it's all going to be down to that strategy.
Yeah, I think you want to ideally get level 2, level 3 engages on the Darius Leona side. And, you know, ooh, 2 shots for Rookie.
It might just go.
Snowball's not going to find a target. It's a warning shot across the bow. Flash into Zenith Blade. Lunchilo is going to be in trouble. Pulled backwards by the apprehend. Flash forward. That's a W from Darius. Down.
The bleed.
One more to the bleed. Picks it up. First blood secured. North America. They only need 100 more hit points damage, but they will not secure it. 1 kill secured towards the semifinal.
Yeah, they get that 1 kill. And critically, all 4 summoners down now for the LPL team. So you get hit by 1 more snowball, then it's probably going to be lights out. They're going to be able to go back and get a goodbye as well.
Well, if you have just joined us, this is the last quarterfinal in the 2v2 Pro-Am charity event here at All-Stars. We will run through the semis and then the final, the prestigious 2v2 Pro-Am final over the next few games. And right now, North America, 13 CS to 14. They've got a kill advantage. If a snowball hits, then somebody is at risk of being taken down when they're not under the turret.
Yeah, I don't think they'll take that one. They will go back. They will get the base. Darius got the kill as well, so he's going to have a pretty nice buy. You know, get the kill gold. I think they gave him most of the farm here, too, so double longsword, probably going to grab some pots. Leona maybe going for something like boots, I don't know, to look for the all-in. We'll find out. But, you know, if they hit the snowball, it's probably going to be a kill, straight up. I mean, I just think there's almost no escaping without cleanse, without flash. For either of these guys.
And one of the things that has been very fun over the last 11, 2v2s we've cast, Azael, is that even though somebody gets an advantage early, it actually doesn't instantly dictate the rest of the game.
Oh, Hex Flash, here they go!
Zenith Blade! Fall short! I'm going to forgive that one because North America have got themselves a kill for now. Sleepy Trouble Bubble, not going to find a target.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier said than done, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're saying, well, assuming they hit the all-in, they will get the win. But if they can't, we'll find out.
All right, there's the Shield of Daybreak. The Zenith Blade comes out as well. Rookie gets apprehended backwards. It's 1 more hit. It's North America in the semifinals of the 2v2 Pro-Am.
Yep, and they got Rookie doing it. As you said, that will be the sweet way to be able to get it done. Take down the world champion. Rook CeeLo going to be able to fall to Shipwreck.